In this second segment, we'll explore the perspectives of reviewers regarding the movie. We'll examine feedbacks from platforms like Rotten Tomatoes, IMDb, Letterboxd, etc., etc., etc. As of today, we're filming Buddies, Buddies, Buddies is rated at 85% on Rotten Tomatoes, which is really good. Now, Kes, what is your first review?
So the first review that I have says upper middle class is used as effectively as a racial slur in this. And honestly, it's just a review that I had to praise the dialogues in the script, because if you read some of the things they say, it's so like dumb or absurd. And or when Alice is like, oh, he's a Libra moon, he would never do that. And I'm like, oh my lord, it's so good. And the way that she does it and says it is just so iconic, I feel like.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Um, okay, the first review I have is, this is what you get when you put few Twitter and TikTok users together.
Honestly, you can tell which platform each use also.
Exactly.
Oh, let's do this. Let's try to figure out which character would use which platform.
Yeah, sure.
Personally, definitely David, it's Twitter. Like, hello?
Yeah. Well, he died trying to do a TikTok, though.
Well, if it is TikTok, he died trying to do a TikTok, which means that he's not familiar with how this works.
Ah, that's true. Okay, so David would be Twitter. I'd say Alice. Yeah. I would not be surprised if it's Twitter, too.
Yeah,
Alice,
honestly,
because of
yes.
her podcast and such, it would be Twitter.
Yeah. I can see it. Oh, what's her name again? Emma.
Yeah,
it's TikTok.
Yeah, for
definitely.
Sure. Definitely. Who else? Jordan. Oh, Jordan could be one or the other though, because I feel like she could rant on Twitter, but still do TikTok.
But still have like. I feel like she would use Twitter much more, but just to like and like repost other things. Yeah. That's the vibe that she gives me. She
Sophie,
like right.
Yeah, Sophie gives me TikTok. Sophie is definitely a TikTok user. And B, I feel like she's a lurker on like probably Sophie's TikTok. Just a lurker looking.
Probably. Exactly. She wouldn't have either, but she would have TikTok just to see what Sophie is doing.
Exactly. And Greg is for sure Twitter.
He's not on TikTok. He doesn't even know what that is.
Yeah, Greg is Twitter if he has to use one. Okay, so my second review says, when your circle is small, but all of you are insane.
Yes.
It's true. They're like a small circle. It's not a lot of people, but they all have something that's wrong with them,
It's just, oh, let's get together, but don't really talk to me.
Yeah, they hang out together because their parents probably knew each other. Yeah. They grew up in the same area. Okay, so let's move on to the third segment.
So for this third segment, we had to pick a character who we think, honestly, in this case, who we think did not deserve death. Or maybe didn't die, but we still think was, the greatest character that really did and came and did their thing. And who we would give an Oscar to. So, yes, this segment is called The Oscar Goes To. And Becca, your Oscar goes to...
Well, I don't know if you'll be surprised, actually, but my Oscar goes...
I'm scared.
My Oscar goes to Rachel Sennott as Alice. Because, I mean, her line deliveries were chef's kiss.
Iconic.
And Alice was like such a vibe. And I don't know, she was a bit of an airhead sometimes, but she was so charming. Yep. The portrayal was good. She looked like she was just a nice person that didn't know where to look when everything was happening.
Honestly, out of all of them, I think I would want to be friends with Alice.
Exactly.
Like, out of all of them.
Exactly.
And if I had to pick. And when B came back and she explained herself, she was like, oh, fine, I guess. And then Jordan was like, oh, you believe all that?
Yeah, exactly.
Like, girl.
Alice for me was like perfect. I really liked her. Well, she had her flaws,
Yes.
but like she was good for me enough. So, Kes, who did you go with?
Well, surprisingly, or maybe not, my Oscar also goes to Alice.
Oh,
Ooh, Rachel Sennon's character.
yeah.
I love Alice. I think she is such a perfect character as like herself.
Mhm.
And honestly, if the movie was filmed in her POV or like something like that, always her, I would have
Yeah.
it would have been great. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just she's such a likable character. And like her lines and the things that she says, so funny. I love the upper middle class. Like she
Yeah.
says that so well. And it's, oh,
I
like
agree.
actually, I have body dysmorphia. Like, girl.
Yeah, the way she would deliver her lines were like so good.
Yes,
Like you would look at her and it's like, wow, good job.
exactly. I think I can literally like play the movie. I'm gonna tell her you exactly what she says. Like, I love her character.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, Alice, the Oscar goes to her, honestly. So for us, the Oscar goes to Alice on both parts. Do you guys have someone else you want to mention? Do you have an honorable mention to someone? Let us know in the comments, and we'll move on to the last segment.
For the last segment, we had to pick another character, but this time it has to be a character that we think, us as people, we would be able to murder, no pun intended, the role.
Yeah.
You know? And do you want me to go first?
Sure. Can I guess?
All right. Yeah, try to guess.
Honestly, I think you'd go with David.
No.
No. Okay.
Actually, no.
Okay. Who would?
I mean, it would be me to like off myself by accident.
Exactly.
But no.
That's why I said David. If it's not David, is it like, okay, well, go ahead. Tell me who you went with.
It is B.
You went with B? Really? Oh, the introvert.
Yep.
Yeah, I get it.
Exactly. Especially if I'm in an environment that I do not know, I would freak out, okay? And I think as a character, she was brave to like be there. So I want to go there. And also because of my introvert self in a world that, you know, I don't know. And also, I don't really talk.
Yeah.
And I feel like the only time that she really explained her life was when she was literally thrown out. And that would be exactly when I would decide, you know what, maybe these people deserve to know.
Yeah. Maybe I should open up a bit just so I won't die.
Yeah, exactly.
I do see you portraying B because of the way you are. That's true. I should have guessed that. Why did I guess that? Oh. Okay, so can you guess who I went with? It's easy, I think.
I don't know. Obvious-ish? It's
Well,
not Sophie.
Do you want me to tell you? Maybe you won't guess. Well, I went with Emma.
Oh.
Because actually you can say it now.
No, actually I didn't even think of Emma.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Yeah, I went with Emma just because she's an actress. I'm a wannabe actress. Let's relate on that. Let's just relate on that. Because, I mean, like you said, Jordan sucks. Sophie sucks. No, thank you. I don't relate. I'm good. And Emma does have like a big selfish personality too. But I don't know how much of her personality is her acting though. You know, because she's an actress, maybe she just likes to portray herself in a certain way. Like she wants people to see her like in that way. Like, you know, when she kissed Sophie, I feel like it was like a move for her. More not like she liked Sophie in that way, but more like she was trying to make a play or something. So I don't know.
Yeah.
In my sense, I'd be like, I want to like be in the head of Emma. I want to know what's going on down there. And I mean, we're both aspiring. I'm gonna call myself a wannabe because I'm not really aspiring actresses. So why not?
I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was it for today. Do you guys have someone you would like to portray in the movie? If you don't have anyone, I would understand because they all have like a bit of like an annoying thing. And yeah, that was it for our episode today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you guys liked what we said. I hope you guys have things to add. If you have things to add, you can always write it down. And yeah, thank you for being with us today. And we'll see you next week for a new episode.
And if you and Alice would have a podcast, what would it be called? See you at the movies. Bye.
Bye.